Alright, time to do a teleport spam through all the areas. Okay, so didn't expect to be back in the very first area, but I am. Ooh, cool, my weights. So, a couple things I need to mention. I fortified my Brodea and Nightclaw fortification with just base stats. Basically what that is just up the stats. Makes it a bit difficult to get my speedy speed boy, but hey, what are you gonna do? I'll deal. Plus, it also made my damage a lot more impactful. Not that this is a good not that this is a good way of showing it off. That haze one is never gonna fill up. Maybe these do go off of how much haze you get for the enemy. That'd be neat, because then that would mean weird implications to that, where you would want to have Resonance Hunger to level things up faster. You may also notice I have 600,000 haze on the bottom left. That's actually not a big number, but I was grinding a couple of guys just for maxing out like these blood codes and getting all the things inherited. I didn't do a ton. I didn't, because if I did it, I would end up with like 6 million. Or like 3 million, I think I planned that out to be my rough approximation. I didn't want to come in overly stacked. Or too overly stacked, so I was like, let's not spend a bunch of time grinding. Normally I would, but for this, no, let's not. Let us pump and see how many levels we actually got. 18. That's good. That's a good degree, but it's not gonna ruin it. That's why I didn't want to do it. I should just cut forward. Why am I doing this? Anything else to change? Not really.
This ladder is not.
I'm starting to come to.
Did I play my part well?
Why is there tutorials at the top of the... Oh, there's tutorials at the top of the screen because there's this tutorial area. Yes, of course. Why wouldn't it be? So I'm starting to come to the mental conclusion that you are not allowed...
Glow coming from?
You are not allowed to grind the lowest things because, hey, lowest things don't give you any proficiency. So, yeah, I'm assuming you need haze to actually level those up.
I was looking at something.
Hello.
Yo, you pop up just about everywhere, huh?
Yep.
I mean, I'm not lost or anything, but one of those things around, I thought I had the perfect spot. But then trouble came. I can't go back to my brothers until that...
Looks like we're out of the cave.
Alright. Oh, boy. That's a weird one to be here. Why am I doing this? I should just start cutting. Okay, and when I just decide to start cutting, then is the moment that I get the backstab. Alright. Yo, what up?
Thanks a million. You really... Yeah, this looks good. It's got enough space for all my little brothers. Great. I'll stay here and keep an eye on the place for a bit. I need to make sure it's gonna be alright for them to live here. A big brother's work is never...
There's gonna be a corpse when I come back here eventually, isn't there? There's gonna be a corpse. What teleportation is that? Is that the start of the area or the end? I think that's the end of the area. Because it's that big circle where you fight the boss in, right? So I think that would be the outer crossroads. I think... Yep, outer crossroads. Ew.
Good timing. I think you'll find... You know, I actually got some new info on the depth. It might lead us to the materials. I'd go and check for myself right away, but this... I think you'd be up to the task. Greeting.
Oh, look at you.
Are you up? Greeting.
So I need to go clear out the depths and then...
From the old...
Yeah. Do I have any materials? I do.
I can give you valuables in exchange.
But I don't really need any of this stuff. So one thing I also found out is I've been kneecapping myself super hard by using bayonets because greatswords are just... They're so fucking unbelievably powerful. And... Yeah, that's basically all it is to it. They do about... I don't know... 4 times as much damage per swing. So, yeah. That's been fun. I can't wait to... to truly endure the hell of what I've created for myself. But I like the bayonets. They are a fun weapon if they are not a good weapon. Let's just... Let's just keep with that rather than saying anything. There's been a very big lack of boss weapons actually recently. I guess because successors, you're not really gonna get boss weapons. Oh, what the fuck? Why would you be here?
My balance.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're right here because it makes this really easy, but hey. Oh, it's you.
I found a great spot to train. The place is up ahead, but there's no way I could take it out. I'm really sorry to ask for your...
Okay, so if you're gonna be training anyways, wouldn't you... How would that be a great spot to train? There's better be a T-Rex. There's better be a T-Rex with a halberd. What's up with these... What? Why is there just fat ladies everywhere? Come on now. No, no, no. What's up with this? Why are they just everywhere? Oh, she dropped something.
Did you find something good?
No. How many of those do I have? I think I used them all in like my last session, so I shouldn't have too many. I have a lot. Oh yeah, I was getting these from... I found out like a really good way to actually level up your blood code is in your blood code stats. That is just not moving. Is to trigger a lost event where they all run at you, because you just get a bunch of enemies just spawning you. So I was just running that one in the collapsed area.
Thank you. Now I can start training. You're really tough, though. I wonder if I'll ever be strong like you. Come to think
Maybe
of it,
you kid.
I heard
Maybe.
rumors about a type of medicine that makes revenants stronger. Maybe it'll help if I get my hands on some of that.
He's gonna die trying to get that, and then I'm gonna have to...
The horrors from the Great Collapse, they're more destructive, more vicious. The lost don't even compare to them.
Mm-hmm. I guess. Are they horrors from the Great Collapse? I suppose they are. Yeah, yeah.
Rest for a while?
I guess they are. These are not, but they do come from Lost as well. Huh. Oh, I want to go to the exterior because I have a piece of dirt that he would want, right? That this guy would want. God, this is such a mess to try to remember all these side quests. Ah, there's another one over there. That's fine. Yo, what up?
I want evidence Project Queen failed, and Revenants had to fight to clean. Many must have been driven mad by dying again and again, while others succumbed to thirst. Fighting fire with fire has only turned our world to ash. I think we're close to the heart of the problem. We have a lot of evidence, but we just need a bit more. This isn't much, but please take it. It didn't help my cause, but it should.
116? What would this be? Gift opportunism? What is that, like after a parry you do more damage? I would assume, right? Whatever is it? Increase weapon damage with status elements. Oh no, that makes sense. So where do I need to go? I need to go to like 2 ahead, I think. Try to the middle later of the area. Oh, well. Let's go Frozen Seabed, because I remember that was kind of aggressive, but I'm not sure. No, this was 2. Yeah, this was 1 too far. Yeah, that was in the dead middle. What was I thinking? As I stay quiet and fumble through the menu, so I end up having to cut this part. Heyo, what's up?
I believe we can climb that.
Apparently there's a blood... I don't know what's down there. And I can't drag everyone with me to look.
I'll check it out for you.
When did you show up? I'd like to tell you to mind your own damn business. But if you're really gonna scout it out for me, then this map is all yours. Just let me know what you find down there.
So this is why I wasn't finding any of these damn maps anymore. I was thinking to myself in the last couple sessions, I haven't found any maps of the depths, and it feels like they just kind of forgot about it. But I'm not going to argue too much because I don't really like the depths. So I was just kind of like, bummer. No more depths maps, but I guess they're just... Oh, there's 2 people by the end that aren't showing up on the map because the map is too big, I'm assuming. Or is that just... Or did she stay? Oh no, there's 2 people by the end because one of them's the girl in the basement. Louis' friend. Yeah. You're not gonna say anything new, are you?
I want to thank my nephew.
Nope, you're not gonna say anything new at all. You're just having a grand old time. Okay, military. Oh, there's not gonna be anything in the past memories of myself. What am I doing? There ain't gonna be nothing back here. Ugh. This game doesn't take advantage of my crazy fast load times very well.
With you around, we should be fine.
You can tell that it takes advantage of crazy fast load times when I'm sitting here and, like, teleporting from place to place in an area, but the first load always takes a while. Just because it has to, like, pop everything in, out, and make sure everything's rendered. I'm assuming it doesn't want to spawn you into an Unreal Engine situation in which nothing's there. Hello, please tell me I'm close to you. Fuck. Alright, well, I get to explain, show off the thing I was just talking about. Crypt of the Breath, let's go. See, I'm gonna sit down, black screen, it's gonna fade up, white. Yay, easy. Oh, she's just gonna ask for something from him too. Because you're the researcher, right? Yeah.
The successor's crypt here has a similar pattern to the one in the dried up trenches. If the crypt's pattern matches, does that mean the successor's ability is also the same? I'd like to do more research on the potential for cloning as a method of fighting the horrors, but I haven't found any trace of the successor here.
Oh, really? Are you fucking stupid? Girl? What the fuck?
You really came up. There's a woman outside lately who looks around here while talking to her. I wonder if she's hunting for treasure. I'd rather people not come around. That's it. Maybe if I give her this, she'd probably freak out if she saw me moving. So, could you give it to her for me?
Alright. Why are you always surprised?
Did you find any trace?
What are you talking about?
The successor's crypt here has similar readings to the one in the trenches. The successor there used their ability to create a clone, like some kind of guardian. There's a similar pattern here. So my theory is that this successor also...
You'd be correct.
The successor's power, but if I'll just have to...
I don't think this quest line's gonna go anywhere. However, she did bring up something very interesting. There is a crypt in the trenches. So if I go to the trenches crypt, I could get another Io shard, I think. A fragment of Io's memories, or Eos, or whatever the fuck that blood code is. God, there's another one?
I'll do my best.
Really?
To help out.
Oh, did that guy disappear? Oh, look at that. What am I... Okay, so the crypt was over here. So that means if she had a fragment of herself, it would be someplace around here. Oh, that's a bad sign. Because this is the crypt. But there's no... Yeah, okay, I guess he didn't count. I'm assuming, but there should be one of her. That's a bummer. Because I felt like that gave me a hint and it was leading me someplace. Reminding me that, oh yeah, that was a successor. Even though if nothing's labeled as a successor, he was. So let's see, dried up trenches, decayed seabed interior, ship interior. This should take me right next to this guy. Oh, yeah, duh, it's the fucking, yeah, why did I come here? It still had that mark, so I just went. Ring of Frozen Souls, Ashen Cavern. If anyone's gonna be there, I think it would be in the Towering Crags, but I'm not sure. Vitality, affects HP and physical damage reduction. Fantastic. Oh my god, there's tons of people. Tons and tons and tons of people. All in the areas I've... What? Oh, maybe I completed quests and they moved forward. Because this is where I was... You could see all the walking. This is where I was grinding for stuff. This is where I was grinding for blood codes, so...
There you are. Listen, I found the documents that should pierce to the very... They are being held by one of Cerberus's top revenants. They have to be... I'll get straight to the problem. The owner has joined the Lost, and I have to see what's in those documents. Would you be willing to return? This is a map that leads to the depths he wanted.
So they just stopped hiding them and they just started putting the depths in NPCs?
Heading there now.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a ton of enemies here. The area I was farming, I forgot that there was a ton of enemies in. Ouch! Ouch! I will find the spot on you eventually. I have a very particular set of skills. I will find you. I will kill you. The Awakes, I was disappointed by the Awakes. I was also disappointed in myself not realizing what they were sooner, because then it led up to my brain going, what are these mysterious items? They have to be something useful. Oh, they're nothing. Oh, they're nothing. Really? You here? Why?
Well, here's a puzzle.
Something up?
Hello again. You know, the laboratory that I'm so nervous about getting spotted that it's pathetic. I want to investigate the successor traces past here. How will I investigate?
Are the successor traces over? Are they over here? Or are they?
Shall we go down?
Wait. Does she mean, like, is she at the beginning of the area and she's... No, because this is the end of the area. I'm confused, because this is a loading area because we're not getting a map.
Heading there now.
I'm just gonna go forward and see what happens. And if I make a mistake, I TP back. Okay, so she did want that. That's questionable of how far they make you want to go for that. Back alley? Ew, girl.
I'm doing just fine. I wish there was some way to... I know. How about I give you this? I think it'll be alright if you take this outside. I'd be happy if it helps you out somehow.
Claw touch door.
I'm doing just... Thank you. Knowing that what I might be able to leave it now.
There we go. So now I have to go bring the claw touch. These quests aren't ending, and they're not giving me anything cool. Like, one thing you have to say about Dark Souls is that when you do a quest, it'll sometimes give you cool stuff. Like, items or weapons. Here, less so. To the degree where I'm like, okay, come on, I just wanna... Let's speed this up a bit. I just want to get this over with. Why I don't know why he was all like, hey, notice me, I've got something for you. I'm just gonna switch to this, it's so much easier to clear this area out. Like, look at that fucking damage increase, it's so...
I do not like the look of it.
I've made such mistakes. Look at it, I can stagger on basic hits! Boop! Boop! It's so easy, it's just so much easier to do it like that. Like, come on. And that weapon isn't even upgraded. It's a +4. It could be so much better. I'm not even using the right blood code. Look at my stats. Actually, you know, it's kind of good for this, actually, because I think this is dexterity. Yeah, this is a dexterity greatsword. So it kind of works. But hey, fuck you.
Thank you so much. I really didn't want me to...
The lab you ran from was
Yes,
Mitos?
it was. I couldn't stand his methods anymore. He is looking for a way to control the lost and successors who are in a state of frenzy. To do that, he artificially creates lost and forces relics into them, regardless of their compatibility. It's been nothing but failure, and I had to watch as he discarded mutated subjects day after. I do not disagree with Mito's stance that the problem is in his experiments, and I ran away, unable to do anything to stop him. So, now I'm hoping I can atone somewhat by finding some way to resist without making any more sacrifices. It's optimistic.
Great! Well, you're doing a fantastic job, and I'm assuming, considering you're a side quest, we'll totally manage to be able to do something in the end. But, hey... How the fuck am I gonna do all these depths now? What do I have, like 2 or 3? I gotta do? I don't want to do those. No one wants to do those. Let's go back to home base. We're gonna do some depths. Even though I'm just saying I don't want to do those. I don't, but hey. Clean up all the side quests now, so we can get some value rather than none later. Maybe it'll be fun.
Report that someone destroyed the barrier on the path leading from the provisional. One witness says there was a woman in the vicinity. Well, that's all I can.
Great.
There are rumors around of a revenant attacking other revenant. The government is going to. This is all we've got for available routes.
You're so useful. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Flood of impurity. Okay, so this one's just gonna be complete garbage.
From here on.
This one's just gonna be nothing. I'm just gonna run through this one. Unless there's a cool boss fight. There may be a cool boss fight.
Let's be off then.
Oh, this is the one with the specific enemy in it that he was like, I need to kill this guy, but I can't get down there. Let's go kill this guy.
Lost nearby.
Oh, fucking really? Oh. Wow, you do. I wish that this was a challenge mode where you can just like crank up the difficulty and the souls gained or the haze gained. You're so weak! You were so weak! What the fuck? You okay down there?
What is that?
It's
Did
nothing!
you find something good? We haven't been noticed.
Hi. Bye. Oh, I didn't even need the great sword for this. I could have just done that same identical thing anyways. RV mastery. 104! Blood buff, regardless of the user's blood code. Blood buff is...
I will keep watch.
As I struggle to figure out where it is. Shut up. I'm not. Adds blood damage to... Yeah, that's... Let's just say that that's value has been noted, and we shall move on from this scenario because I am not happy. That was a big sword. I thought that was scenery. Sir, I also have big sword. Do you like my big sword as well? Shall we compare our large swords together? Why are you fading away into existence? Ooh, goo. I should level up this weapon. Considering, all things considered, it is pretty good. I know the character weapons are apparently, like, stupidly OP. Because some of them have some really, like, Io's in particular apparently has a really good buff, just naturally associated with it. I don't know. I kind of like using weapons I find, but I'm not against using their weapons. Cough, cough, Brodea. But, yeah. Brodea's a special situation because bayonets typically suck, so getting one that's decent is like, ooh, hey, this is worth putting money into. It's not terrible, it's just average. Yay! I feel like I'm missing something in the middle here.
I'll be there soon.
Like up there or some shit. Or maybe it's just this lantern is telling me some secretive way to go. Illusory wall ahead. Not the case. Oh. Please ignore my previous statements. Is there anything like hidden around this corner that I... No, there's not. How about in here? Anything hidden in... No. No. Whole lot of nothing. That's okay. It doesn't need to be something. Sometimes it can just be nothing. It's cool, we got this. Ghastly flesh, oh my god. Ouch! Ouch! Wow, so fun. Awake! Awaken, awaken. I can't do a death metal voice right now. My voice is all like scratchy and shit. That's what I get for not drinking enough fluids before starting a session. Awaken! No, not happening. Nope, I give up. Nope, that hurt my throat. Even that one little bit. Not doing it. I attempted. Man, it's been years since I've watched Metalocalypse. That show was great. Question mark? Because I only watched it like when I've been up for way too long. Because that was the only time I was able to catch it. That is a terrible roll. Bang. Ow. Bang. Ow. Alright, over here. Let's go. Nope. Nope. Okay, he's just dead. Chem lights.
Hey, Nate.
Fragments.
It's good to see you back in one piece. How'd the hunt for the thief?
How'd the hunt for the thief go? I'm one of those voice actors that gets hired because they have a very deep voice and people like those. I'm not saying that's the reason he got hired. He's probably an amazing person. But, yeah. Well, actually, no, that is the reason. Because he's an amazing voice actor, because he has the voice they're looking for, and that's what they wanted. So, yeah, of course he would get hired for that. Why am I trying to run that back? They do have a problem typically where people in video games don't sound like people. Same thing in movies. People don't talk like they do in movies or video games in real life. It's really annoying actually, because a lot of times it's like, oh yeah, the realism. Well, real conversations are people talking over each other 24/7, and that never happens. Especially in Japan. Give them their big gaps to say whatever the fuck they feel like. Because they're the villain, and by God, do they deserve a moment. Oh, I switched weapon. I meant to... Ow. I didn't want to do that. Okay, let me heal. I've been making some... What are you could... Did you lick me? Was I licked? Could you not? Could these things not be spawning? This is actually more concerning than anything else, that ball of flesh. Look how little damage I'm taking. It's so unnecessary. Boop. Ow, did I roll over? I rolled over my controller cord with my chair. I've put myself in a bad situation. Ah! Get over here. I am scared to move my hands. As I barely have this is an old, I'm using a 360 pad right now to play. I've always used it. I have an Elite, but I just don't want to bring my Elite down here. It's weird. I want to get an Elite too. And I think I want to make that my PC controller because I love the heavy feel of an Elite. I just hope that they updated the... What is it? What was it called? Oh yeah, shoulder pads. Why was that hard to come up with? The shoulder pads were just a generic 360 shoulder pad, and they sucked so bad. They would decay and break so quickly. So, and I had to replace mine once, which wasn't a big deal. It was only 15 bucks, but still, I'd rather not replace something on X degree controller that I didn't need to, and yeah. So I hope the Series 2 updated that. I haven't looked at a gutting of it yet, though, so who knows. Lost Shard! 100%! Let's go back! Whee! Okay. So, this may actually be a threat if it's the enemy I think it should be, but I'm also very high level, so it might not be that big of a threat. This is never gonna finish. Oh yeah, sir. Oh, she's gonna kill the shit out of me. I will stagger you into oblivion. Madame? Madame, you will become stagger. Madame. Madame. Madame! Oh, it's so easy. Madam. Madame. Madame, please stagger. Please stagger. I'm brute forcing you so hard. Thank you. Oh no, I've been slowed. Man, remember when that fight was cool? Okay, let's go back. We gotta head back to home base, check him out. I should upgrade this weapon. I'm gonna upgrade this weapon. I think it's a good greatsword. What are the other greatswords I have?